Oh! Oh my gosh. Wait. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. Woo! Wow. Wait. Okay. No, 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 no. No. Woo! Okay. This is extremely crazy. No, no, no! Bro! Today we're using this program called Scratch. We are making a Pong game, which is a pretty easy game. So, first, you want to make 2 sprites, which you want to go here and press paint. Then, you want to name this pad and the other ball. This is all you need to do for the sprite making part. So, we'll go to the next later. Okay, so now we are working on the costumes for this. First, you want to delete this costume and delete the scratch cat. Then, you want to make the ball any color with the circle tool. Then, you want to hold shift while making the circle bigger. And then for the pad, you want to add a box and make it a rectangle like this. You could scale it down a bit. And then put it right here. This is all for the costume making part. Now, here comes the real challenge. We are now adding the code. First, for the ball sprite, this. We are going to add a when green flag clicked with a go to x0, y0, and then add a forever block. And then into forever, you want to add this variable. Pressing this, add a variable called velocity. Okay, next you want to make velocity change by -1. And then at the start of when the green flag is clicked, set velocity to 0. Now, you want to change your y, which is in the motion area, by velocity in the variables area. Now, the ball shouldn't fall straight down. It should have a bit of gravity, just like that. Okay. Next, you want to add this if block and then put touching pad. You want to set the velocity. You want to set the velocity to 10 and then change the y by 10. So now if you try this, the ball should bounce. Feel free to change velocity a little more if you want so it bounces more. Okay, next you want to add this variable called random and then make it so when this is touching, you want to add random in the set and then you pick random from -20 to 20 if you want to make it a challenge. right now the pad could go anywhere, so to change that, you want to make it so that it always stays at the same Y position. So you want to set Y to -98 for me. Yours might be different, but so far the ball bounces like this. Pretty cool, right? And this is it for now. But for this ball and pad, now we will add the score. In the backdrops, you want to create a variable called score. And then I just put it in backdrops, but you could put it anywhere. But you actually don't put code right here. If you want to, you can double click the score variable to make it shrink. But then you want to put when touching pad, you want to make it so the score variable changes by 1. So now, every time the ball hits the pad, then the score goes up. But don't forget to set score to 0 at the start of the game. So now we have the basic game mechanics almost done. But right now we need to actually add the losing line. So I'm gonna just draw like an ocean, kinda. But you could draw whatever you want.